Might have grabbed onto a bit of a weak branch there. But if you watch Spider-Man, you know what these are. These are web shooters. And that's what we're making today. So if you're excited about Spider-Man web shooters that literally swing, then come on, press subscribe already. And if you're already subscribed, then welcome back. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so like I said in the intro, we're literally making the Spider-Man web shooters that swing. So in the last video, we basically made Spider-Man web shooters that pull stuff to you. They're magnetic. And I have them in this box right here. So off screen, I've made a nice box to keep all the stuff in. Got the web shooters in one side of the box just here. In other parts of the box, we've got the magnetic webs, which we made in the last video. With the cartridges, they slide into the web shooter like this, you know, they hit you onto there. And if you want to see that video, then just, you know, click up there. So, yeah, in the last video I said we were making the swinging ones, and although it does look like I've made the swinging ones already, trust me, I haven't. I've just made a prototype of what we're going to basically make in this video. So we don't need this, that's not a part of it. But what is a part of it is all this. So basically, here's the way I've done everything so it fits onto these web shooters. Okay, so now looking at this is a web cartridge, okay? So this is the part that would slip into this bit here. So that would just slip into here, and yeah, it's nice and locked in. So it's not doing it too well right now, but that's just because I'm only using like one hand and I'm around the camera. But trust me, it works. We did it in the last video. So this would be the web cartridge, and that would slip into here. But usually you wouldn't have this big bulky part on here. It would just look like this with the magnet on the end, and that's because the string inside of this is much thinner, holds a lot less, which means that we can have it in a smaller cartridge. But because this is bigger string, but it holds a lot more, which is approximately 120 kilograms, then we can basically, we'll swing off it, obviously, because I don't know how much I weigh, but I definitely don't weigh more than 120. So yeah, so this rope is in here. Because it's thicker, we need to have a bigger cartridge, but we can't have a bigger cartridge because it won't slip into this. So as you can see, what I've done in the prototype is basically just hot glued a larger cartridge onto the smaller one that actually fits inside of it. So obviously we can't have all the cartridges being hot glued, like all the stuff right now is hot glued, but it's not going to stay that way. Eventually it will be epoxied, but that will be when everything is fully set in stone, that this is how we like it, this is how everything works. And it will also be painted. So this is very like cheap looking, you know, it doesn't look like we've done much work. So by the end of the day, what we have to do is make this, but we need to make it better, and we need to figure out the problems with it, because there are a few that I've already figured out just through the amount of testing that I have done on it. So I'll show you the problems with it. Okay, so here's the problems with it. For starters, you've got the grappler. So this is a grappler. When you throw it around, well, it doesn't exactly grapple on too well. So look, it's going around, it doesn't grab on. And that's what that metal piece is meant to do. It's meant to grab on, and it's meant to give this weight, which it does really neither of really well. So basically, it needs to be heavier, and it needs to be a better design, because this is just a piece of metal that was sitting under the table, and I just bent it in because I couldn't be bothered getting the angle grinder out since it wasn't being done on camera. It wasn't going to be the final product anyways, so I just did that. So the other thing as well is that basically, because it's got very little weight, it doesn't pull out of the cartridge too well, because it's got to pull this massive cord out of it so it can unravel, and yeah, that's pretty much how it works. The other thing as well is this has the cardboard backing here. I want to get rid of that. I want to replace it with metal. And the other thing is with that case, I want to paint like a spider on it or something. I might even put black over it and then give it the Miles Morales colors, because I find that kind of a vibe, honestly. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so now originally I was thinking of something that was more like a hook. So it was going to be something like just a singular fish hook, pretty much. Like, so not so much a fish hook as in like just get one off a fishing rod, but more so a fish hook as in the fish hook shape was going to be made out of the same metal as the old one. But the problem with that is that it's not going to have as much space to hook on, so then that's the problem, is with the other one there is no space to hook on, and that makes it completely worthless. So one place to hook on is only going to make it a bit better. So the more places you have to hook on, it's just the better it's going to be. So basically, then I was thinking something more like this. So it'd basically just be two-sided fishhook, so it's a bad drawing, but still, that's what I'm thinking of. So if we did that, it would have two places to hook on, it would require no welding, plus we could still just tie it around on the thing, because we could just have an entire hole here. So that would work. So might as well fabricate it, because we don't want to do any welding, so let's get to making it. Okay, so everything's done. We've got the case painted, we've got the web shooters, well, created, I guess. They're also painted. Everything is done up and it's all ready to go for testing. So, you ready to see it? Then let's go. So, didn't make the hook strong enough. We did swing for a second, it feels like. But what didn't work was the hook. It's too weak the way I was trying to use it, which was because it just hooked onto something, and I already tried to do it twice. And the camera's rolling, I didn't want to take too much footage up into it. So I tried it, so obviously it can't be used as a hook, but I'm still going to try and use it. The way I'm thinking, I'm going to try and just hammer it down an anvil possibly, and get it flat again, but next time I'm going to do it the same way it's meant to be done, which is meant to just hook the rope, rather than be the thing that's really taking all the leverage. So, we'll be back in a sec. Okay, it's reattached to the thing, it's all nice and evened out. We're doing this again! Okay. So we've reinforced one of the web shooters. We'll have to do the same to the other one so it matches. But yeah, so this is a web shooter that broke. The hot glue just came off. We've reinforced it with some zip ties on top. We'll hot glue it again, and let's swing. That was my fault. Can we trust it? Find out. Holy crap! Oh. What did that answer that question? Hey, you've done that. Cool. Oh. As I mentioned, I'm swinging freehand. So it really hurts every time. Okay, I've decided that this is going to be that was the last swing of the day. Because that's what it's doing to my hand now. I don't know how well you can see that. Yeah, that's gnarly. Hello, who wants rope burn? Not me. Already got it though, so yeah, on to the outro. So, we're risking our life with this channel, sort of. Like, at least a lot of other stuff if it's not like our life. But still, I'd say it's worth hitting that subscribe button. Please do it. Like, I'm trying to get this channel big. It's meant to be my future career. So far, not happening. But, yeah, we've got bigger stuff like this coming up. The channel is getting going a bit more, so it is getting bigger. And, yeah. So, this is a more minimalistic test for this. So, we can go bigger, like, no doubt about it. It's just a matter of getting the web shooters, like, just completely refined before we start doing crazy stuff. Because before, they got tangled, and I was not expecting that one bit. So if that happened when you're trying to do, like, a second swing, and you're, like, flying through the air while you're doing it, we're not making any more videos after that. Like, we're done. This has been awesome. I reckon this is epic, how we've been able to swing like Spider-Man. We've also got the case, which I've honestly completely forgotten about. I'm looking at it now from, like, all the way over here, right there. You see that little thing over there? That's the desk that we usually have for the outros. We had to come over here to this tree to test it. So yeah, so it's sitting over there. It's looking mighty cool. It does look a lot like the Miles Morales sort of colors, I reckon. I reckon we did an alright painting it, and it's super shiny, not gonna lie. 0.3, which is this one. Web slinging. Okay, we can swing from webs like Spider-Man. If that doesn't, like, I'm sorry, but I've said this so many times and no one ever subscribes, but please subscribe. It is so worth it. And yeah, hit that red button. Until next time, I'm out. I just realized I can't really do my signature walkout that I usually do, so I'm just gonna see you there. Hang on. And then, well, yeah, see ya. Okay, here we go, jumping off of our web shooters. Oh!